Welcome back to my channel. We are going to talk about a new topic, that is variable scope, or we can say scope of a variable. So don't get confused between both the names. They both are same. Okay. So before moving forward, so let's see what is scope. So why we are calling it scope of a variable. Okay, just suppose you have kept your keys in your room. Okay, just suppose this is your room and here is your key. Okay, let me draw this. Okay, and here is your key. Okay, you forgot that where you have kept the key. Fine. Now what will you do? Outside this room, here is a building of your house. Okay, then your house is in some particular area. Okay, then just suppose this, and then that area is in particular city. Now if you have to find out your key, then where will you go? Where will you search? Basically, are you going to search directly outside your directly outside your locality? Where you are going to search that? Here? No, I don't think so. Here? In the city? No. Huh? I think you are much more intelligent. You are going to search it first in your room. Okay, you're going to search it in your room first of all, here. Okay, because you know that you have not moved out somewhere, and definitely when when you are in your home, so why you will keep your keys outside your house and all that, है ना? So we are going to search that key in the particular room. Afterwards, if you did not get your key in your room, then you are going to search in your home around. Huh? So that means I simply want to tell you, so what is the scope of this key? What would be the scope of this key? The area where you are thinking that you can keep your key. Huh? This room will be the scope. This room will be the scope. Okay. Or your house will be the scope. Fine. Yes, of course, you are not going to keep your key in your city and all that. Okay, at any random place in the city. हाँ फाइन सो दिस इज व्हाट आई सिंपली वांट टू टेल यू कि अगर आपका की कहीं पे गुम हो जाता है तो डेफिनेटली यू आर गोइंग टू फाइंड आउट इन फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इन द प्रेफरेंस्ड area. Okay, you remember that you have kept it in your room, so you are going to search first of all in the room only. Okay, then after that in other rooms of your house. Fine. So that room will be the scope of a variable. Clear? So if I define it, so let's read it out. The scope of a variable is the portion, or you can say part of a program where the variable is recognized, or you can say scope means that part or portion of a program in which a variable can be used or it can be assessed. So this is the definition of a scope of a variable. I hope you got the example what I am trying to say. Okay, so let's move forward now. Now here we have two types of a scope of a variable. First is local scope, next is global scope. So what is the local scope? Huh? Declared, the variables who are declared inside the function definition, that is the local scope of a variable. And if we talk about the global scope, so we can say the variable that are declared outside the function definition. Fine. So we'll understand it with the help of example. Okay, just suppose let's have this example. So I am defining here one function. Okay, function 1, and here I am writing one variable and assigning the value, that is a is equal to 10. Now this is the value that I am declaring here. I am assigning this value to the variable a. This will be known as local variable. Okay, if I will print this value fine. And I'll say inside function 1 a, okay, means this value should come here, okay, and I will call my function. What would be the output? So the output would be inside function 1. So this a will assess the value from here. Fine. So I can say, so here what is the scope of a variable? What would be the scope of this variable a? So I can say this would be the scope of variable, this one, okay, because we can find the value of a here only, okay. So this is about the scope. This is example about the scope of a variable, okay. So this is the scope after the function. We cannot assess the value of the variable, okay, outside, okay, fine. So we can say this variable is the value of this variable is defined within the function only, and this is the local scope. So this area would be the, you can say this area would be the local scope of variable a. I hope this much is clear to you what I am trying to say here. Okay, so let's see it. So let's see here the function. Okay, now simply we talked about we have seen here that how we can declare the local variable. Okay, now let's talk about few more things here. I am copying this and let's go. Okay, now what will happen? If suppose if I write here func1 a, this is my local variable, okay, and I am writing over here, let me okay, print, I write it's a, wait, a, okay, comma a, simply I am going to print it like this. Okay, now after that I already called up this function, okay, this function 1, fine. Now if I call this outside also, okay, I say, okay, a, this comma a, okay. Now here what will happen? We what of is we have to see what will happen over here. See, when we will run the program, when we will execute, what will happen? This function 1 will be called upon, okay. So this a will assess the value from here. That means the scope of this a will be this one, okay, this one. The scope of this a will be, so what would be the value here? The value would be a is equal to 10, okay. Now if we talk about this one, okay, what will happen over here? It will raise the error. Why it will raise the error? Because it could not find a in the scope, because this is declared outside. This is declared outside, okay, outside the function, because this scope is local variable only, fine. So it will raise the error because it could not find the value of a outside the function, fine. If we will run this, let's check, okay, you can see first of all it is printing the value of a, okay, like I have shown you, the value would be 10, fine. When the next line will be execute this one that is declared outside, okay, it is raising an error. What it is saying? Name a is not defined, fine. Now what if I, now let's do the few changes over here, okay. I take wait, just suppose I take b variable now and I am giving it some value that is 30, fine. Now I am writing here def this one, okay, the value of a is 10 here, that is a local variable, fine. the same thing. Now let's remove this one. Okay, now let me print b here. Okay, b simply. Okay, fine. For this, let me write down b inside, okay, so that we can easily come to know which one is of inside and which one is of outside. Okay, okay, let's remove this also, because otherwise it will raise error. So what I'll do, I will change it to b and write here outside. Okay, so here also, great, fine. Now let's run and let's understand the execution first. What will happen first of all, when this function will be called upon, it will do the first statement. It will take the value from here. This 10 value will come here. Okay, so here what will happen, a is equal to 10. Great. Now the turn of this line, when it is going to print, which value it will take, this or this. Definitely it is going to take the value of b, that is 30. Okay, that is 30. Now this execution is done. Now let's talk about this line. So here also what will happen, the value will remain 30. Okay, so what it says now means this value, how this value looks like, I think it is looking like global variable, huh? So it is my global variable. Why I am telling it, saying this, it is a global variable, because the global variable can be assessed inside the function also, and outside the function also. Okay, so we can say the scope of global variable is program. Okay, we can assess it anywhere. Fine, I hope this much is clear to you. Okay, how we can use it, clear? So let's move forward now. Now here is global scope. So what is the global scope here now? Global scope, the variables declared outside the function definition are called global scope. If Okay, so let's talk about now global variable. Okay, so global variable, to understand that, let's take one variable here, that is g is equal to 10. Okay, then we are writing over here func3. Fine, and here we already done this, but let's do it again. Fine, so here I am writing print. I am not writing over here any local variable, simply writing print inside function. Okay, that is g, clear? After that I am saying that func3, I am calling the function func3, then outside the function. If I will run this, what will happen? What will happen over here, the simply inside function here also I'll get the value of g would be 10. Okay, that I already declared outside. Okay, here also g is equal to 10. So we can say that this global variable can be assessed inside also and outside also, or anywhere in the function. Okay, if you want to see the output, you can see here the output here. Fine. Now what if we'll move to the next video. So now what if a same name variable is declared? Okay, a same name variable is declared inside as well as outside the function also. Okay, we have seen in the previous slides that I am declaring the different global variable and different local variable. If I take the same name like b as a global variable also and b as a local variable also, then what will happen? So let's see for that. So let's see here the value. Okay, I have written another program here. Now I'm taking the same variables. Okay, same variable name like c as a global variable and c as a local variable here. Fine, values are different, so let's see what will happen here. So c is equal to 20, that is my global variable. I'm defining function 3 here. C is equal to 30, that is my local variable. Okay, now I'm printing here the value of c. Okay, here also the value of c. Fine, then I'm calling this function and this one. So let's run, then after that I'll tell you the execution of this. Great. So what you are getting, look carefully. So first of all, when we call this function, when this function will be called upon, what will happen? The value, this value, the local value will be assigned to this one. This line will be executed and this c will get the value 30 from here, that is the local variable. Okay, now if I talk about the next line here, so the value what I am getting here, c is equal to 30. Okay, that is the local variable value. Now here also the same thing, c is equal to 30. Okay, now if we talk about outside the function, so what will happen here? What is happening actually? So here it will assess the global variable, this value. Okay, because it is declared outside the function. Okay, so what will happen here? C, the value of c will be what was the value? I think 20. Okay, so the value of c will be 20 over here. So what is happening actually? Look here, when this function is called upon, we have we have the same variable name c here and c here. जब हमारे पास same variable के names होते हैं, and in that case the preference will be given to the local variable. Okay, fine. So this is the point that we have to take care and we have to just learn over here. So what is happening in this case? What is happening here? Inside the function, local variable will be assessed. Okay, inside the function local variable will be assessed, as I told you that the preference will be given to the local variable. If we talk about this line, that is declared outside the function. Okay, so outside the function global variable will be assessed, so we are getting the output accordingly. Fine. Now what is happening? We learnt about that the preference will be given to the local variable. I hope this one is clear to you through example also. Now what if both local and global variable have the same variable names that we already learnt just now? How can a function change the value of a global variable in a local scope? Okay, fine. Simply I tell you that what it is saying. Okay, just suppose if I have defined one of the value here, I am writing here a is equal to 10. Okay, and here inside I am defining the function. Okay, and here I am writing the value. Suppose a is equal to 20. What is written here? It is saying if local and global variable have the same name like a and a. Fine. how can the function change the value of a global variable? So how this value, if there is any change in this value, how the value of global variable will be affected? Okay, so this is what we are going to learn now. Let's see. Okay, so let's see here now. The thing is, uh, we talked about the same variable names. If we want to simply change the, if we want to see the change in this global variable value, okay, like I am using the, just suppose if we don't have this value, in that case what will happen? This will assess the value of global variable, and this will also assess the value of this global variable. Okay, but if we have, the this value, just suppose if I have this value, in that case what will happen? In that case, what is going to happen here? Okay, just suppose, then definitely inside the scope, so what will happen? Which value is going to be, preference will be given to the local variable only, and outside the function the preference will be given to the outside variable only. But just suppose if I want to assess or change the value of this variable now. Okay, if I want to change the value, this is what I have to basically learn. How can I change the value of a global variable in a local scope? Okay, so the answer would be by using the global keyword. With the help of global keyword, I can modify the value of global variable inside the function. So what will happen here? I will not write this. What I will simply write here, global keyword and the variable name. Simple, this one. Okay, so let's see this practically also, how we can use the global keyword. Okay, so let's see over here whatever we are learning. Basically, I have declared here global variable function 5. Okay, now earlier I told you that if I want to change the value of this variable, then how this change will affect the global variable. Okay, so I told you that we can do this with the help of global keyword. Okay, we can modify the value of global variable inside the function. So if, what if I use, okay, just basically what will happen before using the global variable? So the value of this e will be, what would be the value of this e? It should be 40, है ना, because it will assess the local variable. Fine, here also the value of e will be 40, and here what would be the value of e? Yes, that would be 20. Okay, I'll show you before using the global keyword what the values are coming. 40, 40, 20. Inside 40, this is what, inside 40, outside 40, and after it is 20. Great. Now what if, okay, now what if I use this global keyword here? Okay, so let's uncomment. Okay, now what will happen? See here, what is going to happen? It will assess this value only. Okay, 40 will remain same. Here also 40 will remain same. Now what will happen here? The important thing is in the last line, the that is defined outside the function. Now here the value will come 40. Why 40? Because we are changing the value of this variable with the help of global keyword. So this 40 value will reflect in the global variable. Okay, so let's see, let's run this. So you can see all values are 40 over here. Fine. So what is happening here? This global keyword basically is used for changing the value. Okay, now if I have taken the global keyword here, so there is, if there is any change in the value of e, it will be reflected in global variable e also. Fine, I hope this one is clear to you. Okay, how to use the global keyword. Clear? Now if we see the another example, okay, if we see the another example, let's come here. Fine. Okay. If print. Okay, great. Now I have another program, f is equal to 20 global variable function, this one, this and that. Okay, so now what is going to happen over here? Yes, the value of f will be, yes, 40. Okay, and here the value of f will be 40, and here the value of f will be 20. This is what I am expecting. So let's check. Okay, 40 40 20 inside, before, and this. So I told you, if I will use here global f, the values will be changed. Okay, now clear? I hope this is clear to you, the concept how to use a global keyword over here. Great. Now if we talk about just so what we have learned, we can change or modify the value with the help of global keyword. Okay, so let's now have few examples. Okay, just suppose I have here number is equal to 1. Great, and I am defining function it. Okay, fine. Now after that I simply say return, what is to be returned? Num. Okay, and I say that print num. Okay, next line, print num. Okay, fine, and I say print my print, okay, print func8 function 8. Okay, fine. After that I say print num1. Okay, I say print num. Okay, print num. Great, control S. Let's run and have output. Okay, oh, I did not call the function. Okay, I forgot to call the function. Func8. Okay, it's again saying something, return. Okay, print num, return num. Define function 8, func8. Okay, wait, indentation. Okay, I don't need this now. Okay, so control S and let's run and see the output. Yes, so I got the output 1 1 here. When this will be executed, what will happen here? Okay, what will happen here? It will return the value 1 here. Fine. So what is the use of return over here? See, there is no variable inside the function with the name num, so it will assess the global variable only. That's why it is giving us the value 1. When this will be executed, okay, it will also give us 1, and when this will be executed, so this also will give us the value 1. Okay, so there is nothing like I hope this is clear to you. What is happening? There is no variable inside the function with the name num, so it will assess the global variable over here. Okay, so if we talk about the another example, okay, here only let's see. Def I say decrease. Okay, def decrease, I take any variable x. Okay, fine, and I write here a is equal to a minus x. Fine, then I say return. Okay, it has to return the value. Okay, then after that I have to tell here. Okay, now after that what I supposed to do? Wait. Okay, return. Okay, now after that I have to assign the values. I am saying here a value is 40. Okay, and I am saying b value is here 10. Okay, and what I say, decrease. Okay, decrease b, clear, and print a. Fine, I am telling it what I am saying to do here. Okay, so let's understand the execution, but before that let me comment it out. Okay, great. Now what is going to happen over here? Okay, these both are global variables. Okay, so I write here global variables. Okay, this is also global variable, and the value of b is also a global variable. Great. Now what is going to happen? What is the use of this? See, this is going to when we are passing the value to b, this one b. Okay, so what will happen? The value of b is equal to what will go there? The value of b, yes, b is equal to value of b, it will return me 10 value only, as it is 10 value. Okay, it will return the value 10. Fine, and after that when we will this will be executed, so it will change the value of a without using the global keyword. It will raise error. We cannot modify the value of a without using global keyword that we already learnt. Okay, if we simply write down a minus x, so then there will be no effect. Let's see. First of all, let me run the value here. Okay, Control S and check what it says. Okay, you can say it is raising the error here. A reference before the assignment and this one. Okay, so what I supposed to do? If I will remove this, just a minute. Control S. Okay, and now I run. So you can see it is giving me the value 40. There no change is going to happen over here. Okay, nothing is going to be happen. So it will simply give me the 40 value of a. I am saying it na, print a. Clear? I hope this one is clear to you. If I will write here like this, it will raise the error. Okay, because we are not using the global keyword to change the value of this expression. Without using global keyword, we cannot change the values that we have learnt. Clear? Now next is, now let's see one more example. Now let me comment it out. Okay, so if I define the values outside now, a is equal to 20, okay, b is equal to 5, and I write here, define the function func9, okay, clear. And fine. Fine. So if I say b is equal to a here now, and the value of a is what? 2, okay, and after that I say print b comma a, okay, and here I will call my function, okay, and outside I say print b comma a. Now in this example, what is going to happen? So what is going to happen now here? Okay, you know, we are saying that a is equal to, these are the global variables, they are defined here, okay, we know that. Fine. We are not using here the value a any global keyword, okay, clear. So what is going to be happen? Let's see. If a is equal to 2, okay, we are saying here b is equal to a, we are saying the same thing, or fine. Now when we will run this, let me run and show you the output. It is saying invalid syntax. Why? So we are not using the global keyword, because we are simply writing the expression over here, and we are telling it b is equal to a and value we are giving it. What will happen if I will interchange it, these two values here, okay, and if I write here Control S, if I run this now, so it is again saying invalid syntax. Okay, why the invalid syntax now? So let's see what it says. Now here when the execution will happen, the value of b here, okay, let me interchange Control X, here the value should come, Control B, okay, great. Now what will happen here? Now the value of b will be, what will happen? The value of b will be 20. How? Because here the value of a is 20 and we are saying here b is equal to a, so the value of b will be 20 here. Okay, now here we are saying that print b comma a. So what is going to be print here? 20 comma 20. B is also 20, a is also 20. Fine. Now what is happening? We are saying that if a is equal to 2, okay, if a is equals to 2 is considered as local variable, as we are trying to change the value of a global variable and we have not mentioned any global keyword here. So first we have to assign the value in a local variable, then only we can use it. Clear? So this is what is happening now. What if I say here, instead of using this b, if I say y is equal to a, okay, if I say y is equal to a, in that case, okay, what is going to happen over here? I Control S. Let's run this. This sending the value error. Why error? Okay, I did not use the global variable. Okay. So it is showing the error if I will simply run this. Okay, look here. Fine. Let me clear the window. Okay, now what if I will change here, if I will write here like global A. Okay, if I simply write this, now Control S, if now I will run, still it is saying me error. Why the error now? Okay, global A, I say okay, yes, the error will definitely come. Now run. Okay, where is the problem here? No, A is equal to print B comma A. Okay, here I am calling my function and I am saying print B comma A. Now what is happening? In function 9, anything is upside. B is equal to 20, A is equal to 2. Okay, everything is perfect. What is the problem? Let's see. Invalid syntax. Line 1. Which line 1? A, B, B5. So let's jot down the points that we have learnt. Local variable, difference between local variable and global variable. Local variable, that is declared within the function or within a block. Global, that is declared outside all the functions. Number 2, it is accessible only within a block, okay, or within a function or block in which it is declared, and you can access the global variable throughout the program. Okay, so let's see the few points. If in any program there are two variables with the same name, one is local, one is global, and to access or change the value, we must have to use the global keyword with the variable name, or and when a function changes the value of a global variable, it will be reflected back outside the function also. So this is what we have learned today about the scope of a variable. Okay, the main thing that we should know how we can change the value. Okay, if we want to do any changes in the value so we can use the global variable, global keyword basically. Okay, so see you in the next video, LEGB rule. Okay, thank you.